were filled with the seawater.
The underutilization of an oil pipeline between Iraq and Turkey is unfortunate, and Ankara wants a new and vibrant phase in the matter to benefit both parties and the region. Ankara said the Turkey-Iraq crude oil pipeline agreement, agreed by Turkey's government in 1973 and put into effect in 1975, and all subsequent protocols or memorandums will be halted from July 27, 2026. The official said the pipeline had the potential to become a highly active and strategic pipeline for the region, and added Turkey had invested heavily in its maintenance, while repeatedly noting its importance for regional projects like the Development Road, a planned trade route involving Turkey and Iraq. A new and vibrant phase for the Iraq-Turkey pipeline will benefit both countries and the region as a whole.
Iran could withhold security commitments if European states invoke a UN mechanism to reimpose international sanctions on the Islamic Republic, a member of Iran's Parliamentary National Security Commission said. Abbas Moqtadeh said that we have many tools in our disposition. We can withhold our commitment to security in the region, Gulf and Hormuz Strait, as well as other maritime areas.
US President Donald Trump said he would help Afghans detained in the United Arab Emirates for years after fleeing their country when the United States pulled out and the Taliban took power. Trump, a Republican who promised a far-reaching immigration crackdown, suspended refugee resettlements after he took office in January. In April, the Trump administration terminated temporary deportation protections for thousands of Afghans in the United States. Donald Trump said that, "I will try to save them starting right now." The UAE, a close security partner of the United States, agreed in 2021 to temporarily house several thousand Afghans evacuated from Kabul as the Taliban ousted the US-backed government during the final stages of the US-led withdrawal. Nearly 200,000 Afghans were brought to the United States by former President Joe Biden's administration since the chaotic US troop withdrawal from Kabul.
The French far-right Sensido party emerged as one of the biggest winners in Japan's upper house election, gaining support with warnings of a silent invasion of immigrants and pledges for tax cuts and welfare spending. The party won 14 seats, adding to a single lawmaker it secured in the 248-seat chamber 3 years ago. It has only 3 seats in the more powerful lower house. The phrase Japanese first was meant to express rebuilding Japanese people's livelihoods by resisting globalism. Sohei Kamiya, the party's 47-year-old leader, said that "I'm not saying that we should completely ban foreigners or that every foreigner should get out of Japan." Prime Minister Shigeru Shiba's Liberal Democratic Party and its coalition partner, Komeito, lost their majority in the upper house, leaving them further beholden to opposition support following a lower house defeat in October.
South Korea is studying various plans to improve relations with North Korea, a spokesperson for South Korea's Unification Ministry said. Koo Byung-sam, a spokesperson for the ministry that handles inter-Korea affairs, refused to comment on a particular issue. But Koo said he understood individual tours were not in violation of international sanctions. Tourism is one of the narrow range of cash sources for North Korea that are not targeted under United Nations sanctions over its nuclear and weapons program. South Korea President Lee Jae-myung has pledged to improve strained relations with Pyongyang that have reached their worst level in years. North Korea recently opened a beach resort in the city of Wonsan, a flagship project driven by leader Kim Jong-un to promote tourism. But the tourist area is temporarily not accepting foreign visitors, according to a July 16th note by DPR Korea Tour, a website operated by North Korea's National Tourism Administration.
Russia launched a new barrage of drones